So this morning I'm gonna do a think piece, and if you're looking at me right now, I hope that by the time the video is done, you begin to do your think piece. What is a think piece? It's an opportunity to sit down and reflect about life and situations and things like that. So today I'm gonna just share my testimony with you guys, and hopefully by the time I'm done, you will begin to reflect and look at things in a positive way. So recently, right, like not even a month ago, like a few weeks ago, I turned 35, and for my birthday, like prior to my birthday, I'm riddled with survivor's remorse, like terrible, like it's bad, y'all, and I have to reel myself back in when I get into those depressed modes where I'm overthinking and like feeling sorry for myself or feeling overwhelmed. Gotta be like, come back, girl, you're tripping, sit down. And so I'm sitting down, and while I'm sitting down, I've just been reflecting for the last few weeks, like, dude, I'm really 35, and I'm so excited and I'm so grateful to still be here, because the lifestyle that I used to live before I gave my life to Christ was extremely dangerous. Like getting shot at, all kind of fights, and just a whole bunch of mess. A lot of violence, a lot of activities that I shouldn't have had any business doing. I survived what the enemy set out to do. He set out to kill me, y'all. He tried to destroy me, because just like God knew who I was in the womb, he did too. So it's my life has always been a fight, and so to make it here is amazing, especially because, again, the lifestyle I used to live, most of my friends didn't even make it to see 30. Most of my friends didn't even make it to see 21. Most of my friends didn't even make it to see 16. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had friends clocking out of here young. And so the fact that I'm still here, not dead, not in jail, not disease-ridden, very healthy. I have some problems, like back problems and stuff, stuff that come with age and having life experiences that are extremely traumatic, like car accidents, being shot at, being robbed. Like, I'm not gonna tell y'all too much about me, but I've been through a lot, okay? So the fact that I'm still here is just so amazing. And I remember when I was 25, I had not necessarily a vision board, but I wrote down some things I wanted to accomplish by the time I was 30. I was like, I want to graduate, I want to get my degree. I would go to college, basically. I wanted to buy a house. I wanted to get married. I wanted to have children. I wanted to move, all this stuff, the basic, like, goal setting. And so as I look back on the things that I try to set into motion, none of those things were accomplished. The only thing I did accomplish was I did go to college. I do have a degree, an associate's in psychology. I'm working on my bachelor's of psychology right now, and that's been a struggle, but that's a whole nother story. But anyway, so I laugh. You know how they say, not me laughing, I'm sorry, but you know how they say, you tell God your plans and he'll laugh at you, baby. But I'll tell you, God laughed at me, he laughed at me. He's like, nah, baby, it's not going to be that simple. But I'm going to give you the courage and the wisdom and strength to push for those goals, to not give up on those goals. So if you're looking at me right now, I just want to encourage you by saying, please stick to the plan. Please stick to the plan. Please. I'm telling you from experience, if you stick to the plan, regardless of whatever curveball is thrown your way, if you stick to the plan, you will see what you prayed about. Even if it doesn't make sense, or the way, like, okay, like, how some people, like, okay, women, right, or single people, they be like, oh, I want a girl that looks like this, or I want a guy that looks like this, or I want this, I want that in a relationship. You don't get those things, and you're like, is it really from God? Yeah, because God has a way of showing you that what you think is best for you is not the best thing for you. Especially when it comes to relationships. People be like, oh, I want a man that's 6'2", got a big old dangling, he got money, he got new kids, and all that stuff. And then he seen you dude that's like 5'6", chubby, broke, but he loves you to death. He treats you like a queen, and you never have to struggle. Like, you know, or like, he may not be a Christian, but God may use you to convert him. Not necessarily, let me rephrase that, but to put him in the direction of getting to know Jesus Christ. You never know what God has planned for you. So, like, again, he will laugh at your plans, because he sure laughed at mine. And even though he laughed at mine, he also said, I'm still going to bless you with that, but I'm going to bless you in a different way. I'm going to allow you to go through these transitions. I'm going to allow you to start a business, lose your business. I'm going to allow you to go to college, but I'm going to make you, not necessarily make you, but have you feel, you're going to fail a couple classes, you're going to go through some stuff, you're going to have to start over, you're going to have to, like, take a break, all these things, you know, because nothing is perfect in life, and I want you guys to understand. Sitting here in this car as a 35-year-old woman, I realized, like, nothing ever goes as planned. But if you say to yourself, I want certain things, you have to, not God, not the devil, not your mama, not your daddy, not your boyfriend, not your friends, you have to be, if you really want something out of life, you really have to be willing to go through whatever to get there. Yes, you're going to lose friends. Yes, you're going to lose jobs. Yes, you're going to lose your house. There's so many things that could happen while you're on the journey of becoming who you are, or doing the things that you really want to do in life. You're going to struggle. And I want you to understand that just because you're struggling does not mean it's a bad thing. Struggles bring a lot of blessings. Like, when I did the video last week talking about the demons, like how people use drugs to cover up trauma. You know what I'm saying? You can't allow your circumstances to prevent you from becoming, again, who you want to be, or who you are allowing situations to stop you from who you are. Make you change. Continue to be yourself. Learn how to appreciate you and what you're going through. And yes, did not make, some things might not make sense. Like, I met people who've had cancer, and they like smiling and happy like nothing is wrong, because they understand that having cancer is not a character flaw. It's something that they have to go through. And a lot of people who have cancer, who I personally know who have cancer or who have had cancer, survived it because they found the light in the dark. They found peace in knowing that, because just because they have a disease does not mean it's the end of the world. I've talked about people who had stage 4 cancer, beat it and survived. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I wish I could, like, just sit down and just have like a camera on me and the testimonies I hear from people. I've known people who've had full-blown AIDS get delivered and get free from it. Well, why? Because they didn't let their status interfere with who they are. Yes, we all make mistakes. We are human. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be hard-headed. We're supposed to be stubborn. Not all the time. Now, sometimes you could be like, bro, you just like, you really trying to just kill yourself. You doing too much. Sit down, But, at some point, some people like me, I'm hard-headed. I'm very stubborn. I'm very strong-willed. And I remember being a little kid, my mom used to always fuss at me and put me on punishment, whoop me, and, not necessarily like abuse me, but I used to get popped. And she realized, like, this is not working. I'm just going to let her start banging her head against the wall, hurt herself. And you know what? When I used to do something I had no business, or I did something she told me not to do, it didn't work out in my favor, it actually failed, she was never there to judge me. She was never there like, I told you so. She was like, well, you learned your lesson. Let's go. Get your butt up. Let's try it again. You get what I'm saying? That's how you have to look at your life. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but I guess really I'm talking about it because I've been reflecting again since I turned 30. Like, being 35 is a beautiful thing for me, again, because I'm not supposed to be here. The enemy tried his best to get rid of me, man. He did. And I'm thankful that God saw it fit for me to make it this far. And if I die tomorrow, I won't be mad. I know I'll be like, dang, I was supposed to do this, I was supposed to do that, but when I'm dead, I'm dead. Or, you know what I'm saying? So that stuff don't even matter. But while I'm here, I'm going to take advantage of every day and learn how to forgive myself from the choices that I made that did not benefit me at all. You know, and that's a big thing about life. Like, we have to be okay with not being okay. We have to be okay with, okay, I made a mistake. Don't be, all right, you made a mistake at 25. Don't be 35 still doing it like, I wish I could have done things differently. No, you are doing things differently. You just don't realize it. Stop reflecting on the bad stuff that happened. Stop reflecting on the relationship that didn't work. Not, you know what I'm saying? Stop reflecting on the job that didn't work out. Stop thinking about the stuff that did not work for you. Because you're missing out on something that could actually benefit you. You know? Like, life is hard already, man. We got, man, I'm telling you, my life is pretty simple, so I really don't have nothing to complain about. You know what I'm saying? I just keep going. And that's all I can do, honestly. And I hate the fact that when I was 25, when I was 30, I was like, ugh, I'm not married yet. I don't have a boyfriend. I don't have this. I don't have that. And I turned 31. And then God was like, here go this. Then I turned 32. And he was like, this. Then I turned 33. He was like, this. Then I turned 34. And he was like, this. And now I'm 35. I don't know what's about to happen, but I just stopped making plans. The biggest thing I wanted to do was become a psychologist, a therapist, a counselor, you know, psychotherapist, stuff like that. That's one big goal that I have, but all the other stuff. And I have a car. That was another thing. I was like, I want a car. I do have that. So I have a degree, and I'm in my career path, and I have a car. Those are two things that I really did want that were very important to me, because for one, in order for me to make the type of money I want to make and do the things I want to do, I have to have an education. And in order for me to go to those places, I have to have a car to do so. So I'm very fortunate, you know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty content. All that other stuff really don't matter at this point, man. Whatever, if God see it fit for me to have it, I have it. If not, then I don't. And I'm not going to cry about it. I'm not going to be upset about it, because I'm supposed to be dead. I'm not supposed to make it this far. I remember when I was in school, teachers used to, I'm not going to say what teachers, but a few teachers used to be like, down talk me, be like, you're stupid, you're grown, you fast, And when they see me now, they're like, I'm so proud of you. You did such a good job. I believe in you. No, you did. Or maybe you did. You just didn't know how to vocalize it. Or that's the way people will talk to you and treat you when you were a kid. And it gave you motivation. Stuff like that. You know, down talking people doesn't motivate everybody. For me, it made me be like, I ain't got nothing to... Let me talk about that, and I'm finna go. Stop trying to prove yourself to people who don't care about you. Like, I see the stats. I'm gonna go for it, man. But at least I see the stats the other day, and the lady was like, she's like, oh, I can't wait to do this and do that so I can show everybody how it's done. That you don't down talk a boss, cause I'm gonna make it. And I'm like, so you're flexing your life. You're working like a dog to prove to people that you could actually be something and have something. You're stupid. I wanted to say that, but it ain't my business. I just scrolled and kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? And so I wanted just to speak to that a little bit before I go. If you have goals in life, right? If you want to do certain things, buy a house, do this, do that, but you have people's opinion in mind. If you have, what's the word I'm looking for? If you're doing it to prove a point to people, that's stupid. You're stupid. And I'm sorry, I don't like to call people stupid or like speak, be demeaning to people or belittle people. But that's stupid. I am not living my life to please nobody else or to prove a point to anybody else. Because, man, let me tell you something. Don't nobody take care of me but me. Don't nobody care about me like me. You know what I'm saying? I know my mama love me. I know my parents, they love me. My siblings love me. My family, you know, my dude love me. My friends love me. But at the end of the day, they don't give a damn about me like that. They got their own stuff going on. So why am I busting my tail to prove to people that I'm actually a good person, or I actually am successful, or I actually have nice things? That is so beneath me. I don't care. I'm doing, and at this point in my life, I'm doing things that makes me happy. I'm doing things that make me proud. I'm doing things to prove to myself that I can actually do it. Because for a long time, I didn't have confidence. Like, when I was a kid, I used to be, like, really active. I could sing. Not really dance so much, but I could definitely sing. Very talented. I could play, different instruments and stuff like that as a kid. And people would pick on me, and so I was like, oh, I don't want to do that anymore. Oh, I don't want to do this anymore because they're picking on me. Or people like, you think you're better than me. So I started dimming my light. And here I am, 35, saying, child, with a lighter. Y'all know I be smoking, so I'm putting a flame to my own light, my own lamp. I ain't waiting on nobody to put fuel in my lamp thing. You feel me? Like, I ain't even, or kerosene in my lamp. I ain't tripping up that. I went and found my own kerosene, found my own lighter, lit it myself, because I gotta live for me. I'm not living for nobody else. And so, with that being said, before I head out, I wanted to say this to you. If you're looking at me right now, I know I'm rambling all over the place. I'm looking around. I'm out in public. I had to take my mom to the doctor today. Again, she had knee surgery, so it's a lot going on. She getting her checkup done. But anyway, so, oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Allergy kicked my butt. Again, I want to reiterate on that last part. If you're setting goals, if you have set goals, if you're putting the plans together, don't do it for the approval of people. Don't set these goals saying, oh, I'm going to flex on Keisha because when I was at my lowest, Keisha was on top. She thought she was better than me. Child, by the time you get to where you going, Keisha done fell, came back up, fell again, came back up, fell, came, you know what I'm saying? Oh, she done lost everything. So you trying to prove something to somebody who don't even have their life together all the way. It's just an appearance thing. Like, people flex, especially on social media. And stop paying attention to what people be posting on social media. If somebody buy a house, congratulate them. Don't be like, oh, I want to get me a house because she got a house. Man, y'all don't dang know that girl probably had to get a loan, a co-signer, and all kind of stuff to get that house. While you sitting up here working like a dog, stressing yourself out. Learn from people. If you can. If you're not, if you're egotistical, you're not gonna be able to do that. But if you drop your pride and you drop your ego and you say, hey, so Keisha, how did you get your house? Keisha may not answer, she may not. Stop trying to impress people. Is basically what I'm saying. And enjoy the journey, man. Enjoy the journey. I promise you ain't gonna miss nothing. Nothing at all. Like, my Uncle Steven, I got a couple uncles that passed away recently, but my Uncle Steven, I'm really gonna go after I say this, but my Uncle Steven, I remember when I was like 18 or something like that, he told me, he said, I don't care what you do in life, continue learning. Get a trade, go get another trade. You go to college, go get another degree. Continue learning. Because one day, what you have a trade in or what you have a degree in will pay off. So always learn. If you want better credit, learn how to fix your own credit. You want to, whatever it is in life you want to do, always be willing to learn. And don't think you know everything, because you don't. I don't care how knowledgeable you are. You could have a 4.0 GPA when you was in school. You could be on the dean's list and you still don't know everything. Always be willing to learn. Always be willing to reflect. And always, 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 always live your life for you and no one else. Especially anyone's approval. But anyways, I love you guys. Peace.